I would point out a distinction. I mean, Brian, you sort of shifted away from the fact that Judicial Watch was named there. Judicial Watch has done most of the heavy lifting on a lot of the Clinton documentation here. Judicial Watch is not a media outlet. Judicial Watch is a 501c3 organization that FOIAs a lot of these documents from the federal government. And why the Washington Post wasn't doing that, or the New York Times, or you at CNN weren't doing that, is a question that really ought to be looked at.
Well, where I disagree with you is that Judicial Watch now is a media outlet, that all of these groups are media outlets in the way the Media Matter as a nonprofit is. I would also say Donald Trump's campaign and Hillary Clinton campaigns are media outlets, as Ben Smith from BuzzFeed and others have pointed out.
Well,
all of these outlets now are media outlets, but we should take that seriously, because that's been a change. But that's been a change in our media ecosystem, that all of these outlets now, all these nonprofits, all these companies are media outlets. Again, it's harder for the audience at home. I think it puts more of the onus on us to sort through it all.
Okay, but the fact is that Judicial Watch, the way the Judicial Watch works, and I know this because I know the folks at Judicial Watch, is if they actually receive documents from a FOIA request, it's not like they have the power of putting it in front of millions of people like CNN does. I mean, they're a 501c3. They pitch their information to media outlets who either then pick it up or don't pick it up. So putting everybody in the media basket basically says there's no such thing as the media. An individual with a cell phone is the media.
Ben, I think you're a media company, and I'm glad you are, because I can subscribe to you now.
Well, I appreciate it, and I hope everybody subscribes to DailyWire.com as long as we're pitching things. But, the fact is, I do run a media company, but it's a media company that actually has readers and spends money to market our material, and we actually try and get that out there. Judicial Watch is getting documents from the federal government. Why is it right now we know that the media are trying to unseal Donald Trump's divorce records in the Ivana Trump case? Why weren't they FOIAing Hillary Clinton's State Department records? The
Associated Press was for years. They went to court to get them.
That's true.
And recently did.
The AP was. And the Obama administration was trying to crack down on the AP for various other reasons. So, earlier in this particular segment, you were talking about the fact that you thought that Trump was a threat to press freedom. I don't wholly disagree with that, but the idea that Hillary isn't, when obviously she's been less than forthcoming with the press, and Barack Obama has been maybe the worst guy for the press in the modern presidency, is I think, again, just evidence of maybe bias on your part.